I got some light on this. Let's go ahead and set up the GoPro and I will start unboxing it. So this is how it comes. Just like this. He would have taken the pallet, but nice guy. Gave him a few bucks, although he initially refused to just bring it up in here. And I don't know if they're supposed to do that, so I'm hesitant to mention the delivery company, but no problems. No, he had a big manual, fork jack, so that made it real easy. Versus me, I was just going to use the little dolly here. So it looks like it's checked that that's what it is. Oh, there's a VIN number on that paper. I don't know if I should show that. So I will peel that off, the VIN number. It looks like I got something in the mail today. That should be the paperwork. That might be the MSO and what have you. So anyways, let's get this unboxed and take a look. This is going to be an unboxing video. I'll break this up. Assembly, unboxing, and all that to save you a long video of putting it together. Okay, let's get to it. First strap, the bill of lading. Pull that out. So. This came apart real easy. Oh, there it is. That was a little bit easier unboxing than I thought it would be. Down the cardboard. Steel cage. Got the front wheels attached here. Does seem like there's air pressure in that tire. It's an 8100 by 20. It is going to be no name. It feels like a really hard rubber. So you know what? I'll try it out and we'll see how it is. It says CST. Don't know what that means. Go ahead and continue to unbox some of this. It's a really strong wire they wrap that with. Holy cow. It is a coated wire, which is good. Not scratching the rim. Supposedly it's a DOT approved rim. It says Enduro X series. Once again, who knows who makes that? But supposedly it's DOT approved. I honestly wouldn't know if that's true. Oh, we got a guy in that factory in China that's going to town on twisties. Oh yeah. There we go. So that's inside. Looks like they had cardboard between the front brake rotor and the swing arm, which is good. So good packing so far. Take a look. It looks good. Check everything out when you get a bike. That's right to your door. This is something where the dealer would do, hence dealer prep. But there's no dealer involved. I'm putting it together, so. They used, so you all know, they used Torx. I'm not a big fan of Torx. We'll see how that is. The magnets here for the speed sensor. And right here, they're proud of it. It's red, reddish orange, CST. Trademarked. Never heard of you. It's going to be a copy tire or something. So it looks like they assembled the cage around the bike, which would make sense because this plastic just had a hole through, so they shoved a hole through the plastic to bolt that brace on. So that's bolted on, corners. So we'll go ahead and get a socket. So indeed, it's a 10 mil. Preferably have like one of these smaller impacts. And the bike is attached here with the triple clamp, which is also a Torx. So you're gonna want, for this bike, they seem to love going with Torx. Don't know why. So we'll take, well, I have to think this through. It looks like it's tied down below and attached on the bottom with the forks, and the rear has like a little stabilizer piece. Probably just cheap bolts, but I'm going to throw these in my pile because still good, better than nothing when you need a bolt and it's a 10 mil. The nuts are tack welded on the back, so you don't have to hold anything, or you shouldn't have to hold anything. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I got a nice handful so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bolts for just the top, both piece, well, 9. And 10. So, these 2 and then the sides. And did I get those? Yep, all those are done. Okay. Watch where things fall. Got another wire here holding something up. I think it's the box of goodies. Take this. If you're wondering what I'm going to do with this frame, I'll probably get on my angle grinder, cut it up, put it in the recycling. I want to say it's good steel, but that's debatable. Just go around and just basically strip it down. I'm gonna take off these sides. And in shipment, this corner did get damaged, but so far everything looks okay. Okay, now let's take this off. So this is what it looks like once you get that frame undone. Obviously I'll have to use the Torx as I was talking about up here. Take this steel piece off. But for now, here's all the controls, it looks like. So, well packaged, on cardboard, on top of the seat. Here's the seat. GPX Moto logo right on the back. It's a grippy seat, it has like bumps. We'll take a look at that later once we get it all together. This is what it's looking like. So you'll see up close here, pretty smart. So it doesn't shift inside the unit. It has a tire chalk, if you will, to catch that tire. It's tied down with this heavy wire on the foot pegs on both sides, and the forks have their own thing going on there. And I would have guessed maybe the axle, I don't know. So that's what's going on over there. The exhaust looks awesome. Kickstarter. Here's a box of goodies they shoved back here, plus the front fender, it looks like. This is the wire that was pulled up tight. I'm assuming whatever's in here isn't a big deal because it's cut in the box. I'll give them some credit. They probably know how they're packaging this. We got the handlebars are somehow placed in here. And there we go, just turn it. Everything is going to kind of come out. This is probably the battery. There we go, set to the side. We got the the fender's on with its own piece here. You know, twisty. Man, this stuff is really thick steel coated. It's nice that it's coated though, because it's not going to scratch anything. Sure, these are requirements that, you know, Moto Toys, being an importer, is requiring, because the better it's packaged, the less hassle they have to go through to warranty something. You know, like a rim scratch, you know, replacing a rim, that's a big deal, even if it's a no-name. You know, a fender is probably not a big deal for example, but it's all bubble wrapped. So pretty good job there. Set to the side. We got the light. That seems to be fine. Set that out of the way there. The handlebars I kind of just shove up in there. This heavy, thick polymer plastic. It has a cross brace. I didn't realize that. Hopefully they're decent bars. It has the one grip on it already. Grips are cheap. And then we come up, you can see how the peg over here is done. We got the kickstand. Plastics look good. Number plate. So I'm guessing it depends how you want it. If you want the number plate, just racing, you don't need the headlight, then you won't put on the headlight. Wow. This is pretty cool. I should even name brand bikes. I should just request that I get it in the crate, because this is kind of cool, really. And you get to know the bike. Because what I get to know about it is I can take things, I can grease things up, I can check bolts, I can do that all myself, versus having the dealer put it together and then I just trust they do everything and maybe something's not right. So let's see. Let's go ahead and undo this. Just get everything off the bike, and then we'll call that basically unboxing once we know what everything is. So that's the throttle, control switches. There we go. Looks like they just kind of shoved that through, so pulling it back through, being that's by the radiator, you'll probably want to be careful. This is more controls. I see. It's held down with this piece there, so I guess I'll want to remove this guy, this big metal bracket. So I'm gonna set you guys back down so I can do that. My father just got me, I asked for a new torque set for Christmas. He always wants to buy me something, even though, you know, I'm 45 now, just turned 45. So it looks like it's a, what is that, T40. T40 Torx. There we go. So I need a new set. I said, well, Dad, something cheap, and he bought me a new set. I didn't want that to fall. It's a big hunking piece of metal and wreck something. Trying to be careful. My typical MO, but so now I can lift these up. They can dangle off to the side. Just remember, this is an unboxing video. I'll just lightly screw these back in so I don't lose them. So now I can see how they have that wire wrap through there. Okay. Controls. Let's go ahead and take the plastic off. Consider that still part of the unboxing. Nice. We have a tail light. It has its own plastic on it. See, that's good. Good packaging. Good packaging. Well thought off. The plastics kind of have their own protective film, which kind of came off with the cling wrap here. Let's go ahead and this just was pushed in with the seat. There we go. It wasn't screwed in, so luckily the screw didn't come off in transit. Just, I'm enjoying looking at the bike and touching it and going through everything. That's a nice billet gas cap. Threads are internal. Somebody wants to tell me which bike, is it a Husky or KTM, and which model and year? Tank fits the 2021 0.5 GPX Moto 250 TSR 250R or something like that. TSE 250R. That is something different, getting a billet cap, but billet in China, the labor, there's no labor there, so the cost is so cheap to get billet made in China. Got a fuel filter here. Somebody mentioned about the fuel filters, and I actually bought a K&N better one. I'll probably just put that in line, plus it's a lot smaller than this guy here. You got the petcock. It looks fine, it's all metal. Shifter, some people don't like the shifter because I guess it's too short. I guess a CRF 50 from IMS extended will fit just fine, so the splines must be the same. For those that don't know, I know the guys at IMS Products, so we'll see if I can get that sorted out. You can get one of those and maybe send that to them, and they'll know their spline patterns, so they'll be able to tell you like which ones are the same ones, and maybe they'll make that category for this bike and have that on their site officially. Looks nice. I like the color scheme. You know, the white, the black, a little bit of red for, you know, here and there. That does look really nice. I think it's well done. The kind of like the transformer type symbol there seems kind of silly, but I like that they're trying, because you know a lot of these Chinese bikes, it's weird naming. GPX Moto is not a weird name. The numbering series is just as corny as any other brand like KTM. So it's a TSE250R. There are turn signal, so there's a tail light, turn signal. I'm assuming that's also a brake light. And dealing with this, you're gonna have oil from touching the steel. It's just that factory. Your hands will get dirty. So you got your shock absorber. Kind of wonder like which unit would change this out. That would be name brand. I mean, it looks good though. So it has a skid plate. It even has some orange accents to it. I don't know why they didn't do red to match their red, but it's like they're trying with these little details. I like it. I like it. I mean, they're trying. That's awesome. You got your brake pedal. You got your, what basically looks like a knockoff Nissan caliper. So it might be the same as what's on my gas. I'll have to take the pads out and compare those, and if they are, I'd be definitely letting everyone know about that type of stuff, because crossover parts are always good. I guess it does not have the oil injection anymore. That's what people were saying. So let's confirm that right now. It's not technically part of the unboxing, but hey, what the heck. So that's where, right here is where that would reside. No, so it's an empty void there. There you go. Confirmed, no injection on the 2021.5. And it's blocked off right there. So I suppose you could add it if you wanted to, but it is blocked off, which it's like a puzzle. How did that come apart? So it kind of makes you, like, what do you do with that space type deal? Some people mention that. You could put, depending how hot it gets in there, you could probably put some little sockets or something, spare sockets if you wanted to kind of wrap them in silicone so they don't rattle. And you could just basically have that as like a little storage bin, if you will. And you would have to take off 3/8 mils, but I'll recheck those later. I don't want to crank on it with this. But yeah, it looks good. You got a window here to check your clutch fluid. It's recessed really deep. It looks like there's fluid in there, so I want to say that is a window. Personally, I wouldn't care. A gas has one, and it's so hard to see in those. It's so small. It's not like a street light where it's pretty big. I'd prefer if they just didn't have that there. Now it looks like to get to the clutch, you would have to take, obviously, this linkage off. Kickstarter, brake pedal, yep, brake pedal. The whole side. So it's an older school design versus more modern, where you would be able to get right in here, you know, and undo, pull it off, and be right in there. Yeah, totally different setup than I'm used to, obviously, the bike. So if you do break that, it would be kind of a pain in the butt. I'll probably, with my Kydex, maybe make a protection here, mold it if I can. So, I don't know why they put a port there for this. I don't know. Kind of new to me here with what's going on. Your fill cap is right here. That's cool. What is that? Let's remember what that is. Air chamber. I don't know what that is. Probably because they did away with the oil injection. That's where the oil injection would go. So they plugged it. So by plugging it, they just put this piece of plastic there, which I'll probably make a plug and just put a plug in there. I don't know why they did it like that versus something small. We'll take a closer look at that when I go to assemble it, because I'll probably take off the tank and check inside the tank for debris. Just really go over it. It does have a cooling fan for those that want to know, so that's cool. That's good to have. Let's see, kind of, do I trust their fluids? Not really. And it doesn't look like there's any fluid. I smell antifreeze, but I can see that there's nothing in there. Okay. I think that's it for now. There is a key, computer. You got your clicker here. You got an air bleed. So that is nice. That's a nice little feature of these no-name shocks, is just to do a air bleed, because I have bleeders on my gas aftermarket. So anyways, let's take another close-up. So here's the bike with the seat off. There's your starter solenoid. It looks like your computer. Your battery. Battery's going to reside right in here. That's just plastic, but it's going to reside right in there. I'll probably get measurements of batteries and stuff later, so we can see about lithium. That will save some weight and usually give better cranking power. But you can see the huge gas filter they put on. I'm just going to put one of those, you know, the good K&N ones that are pretty small. We'll just put it where this typically is, and I probably have extra line if I need it to be a little longer, because they're not typically this long. And this is plastic. Well, the other's plastic too, but you know, I just, you know, no name. I'll just put in from the get-go, name brand. Here's the shifter I was talking about earlier. And see the metal petcock, that's all metal. That looks fine. It doesn't seem like that would break off any more than anything else. Oh my God. Let's see, there we go. Very stiff, but maybe it'll loosen up after it's used a little bit. So, I don't really understand the symbols. I think that's off right there. Okay, arrow's facing that way, so that's off. This is full tank, and I understand the symbols now. That's half tank, so that's your reserve up, off, and full tank. So there to, okay, makes sense. So keep it off. Now that's moving, I can move it real easy. It was just briefly stuck there. See, here's the thing I was talking about. So versus the oil injection, it's like this plug. They put this huge thing there. So we'll need to figure that out, because take that out of there. Don't need that to be in that whole space. Here's the carb. Yeah, just a no-name carb. I need to get the dimensions. I'm going to see if my gas one will actually fit there, which is a name brand carb, and then I'll probably end up getting a smart carb. So still working on that. Chain looks like a couple 8 mils. What else? This side cover is really easy to get off, the stator side. I don't know, it looks good. It looks like a good piece of billet, but I don't know. A lot of people complain, I think, about the distance. You got your billet pegs, a little plastic on that one, nothing. They'll take out your calf, these type, but okay, got these here. Somebody can add to my comments about various parts that will cross fit, but make sure you put the year, the make, and the model. So when I go to look it up, I can find it. People that say, well, Husky plastics fit. Which Husky plastics? I don't know which ones. I'm not a Husky person, so I don't know. So let me know information like that, or fuel tank, pegs, shifter, sprockets, just whatever you can think of. Please put that in the description. It'll help me and it will help others. And then maybe I can buy some of those parts and let you know how they do fit. Here's the seat, the front fender again, the handlebars, and the box. Let's take a look in the box. Oh, don't put your razor blade too far in. I got lucky. So you got your bar pad, you got your bark buster, just plastic. You got your mirrors. So mirrors. Got your axle. You got a toolkit. And wow, that's a pretty comprehensive toolkit. Allens, wrenches, wow, Torx. This is actually pretty kind. So hey, thank you GPX Moto for looking out for riders in that regard. Especially newer guys, they're not going to have all the tools like I have or other people have. We got the battery asses, we'll keep that out upright. We got the vent for the fuel cap. We got a battery. Yusan. You know, lead acid, have to put the acid in. It's heavy. We'll keep that out too. We got turn single. And turn single. And another turn single. And another turn single. I love that it has turn singles. Got no name oil. Yeah, I'm going to use Rotella. This, I'm probably just going to recycle. Straps, that's for your headlight. So, that's cool. The zip ties. Probably to tidy up the wires and stuff. Put those back in. Got the key. So 2 keys. And a few jets and mixture screws, is it? No, not mixture screws. For idling and going. Anyways, you get a couple. And yeah, so we'll dump the stuff back into here. Mirrors. I won't use these type of mirrors. And there we go. Put the axle in. Keep the battery out and the acid. Mainly just in case if it started leaking for some reason. It's outside of it. And again, got the headlight. Let's take a closer look at it. Sorry for the lengthy video, y'all, but unboxing with kind of an overview. Still better than putting it all in one long video. That's a pretty interesting headlight pattern. It's pretty heavy. The heat sink on the back, look at that guy. So it's LED. It's sealed up. Hopefully, good. And that's a pretty mighty piece. But LED, bet it's pretty bright. So that's pretty cool. So we'll set that on top so don't break it, step on it. So I hope you like this long video of unboxing a GPX Moto TSE250R. And we'll have a put it together video. Hopefully I can point out things that you need to do, what you should look for, and all that good stuff, you know, checking bolts and all that. Probably another long video, but I think it'd be helpful to people that buy these. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and make sure you click that notification bell so you can stay notified when I do more videos on this, which will probably be tomorrow. I'll probably start. So hopefully you like this video, and take care and stay well, my friends. Have a good one. Bye.